Well, we're going to pick up our Tuesday night 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons game. I put the game on pause, and then, well, we had a little issue, so we're going to pick it back up right here as our brave adventurers here are scouring through the bodies. They found a little bit of gold and silver pieces and some mundane items and such. But more importantly, the kobolds that were trying to run away off in the distance, they see a figure kind of hovering over the kobolds' bodies. So, what are we going to do?
I whispered to whoever in my party's closest to me, say, those two that got away, they just met their end by a half-elf up there. Not sure if he's friend or foe.
Okay, well, if he is an elf and he's here in the woods, it's possible he's a druid. I can send him a druid message. Worst case scenario, he just won't know what it is.
That's true.
So I can try that.
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna try
Yeah,
that.
give it a try.
It's a speak druidic from him from a distance. Or, well, don't have to speak it. I can send him a hidden message. I'm gonna say, hey, you out here being sent by the Emerald Enclave, or you help here because bad dragon people, what are you here for? And if he can hear it, he'll answer me and he'll know I'm a druid.
And just for the record, Balinor is holding his shield and his axe.
Okay.
Okay.
After a few moments after you send your message, you don't get a reply back.
Okay.
But the fellow kind of, as you're kind of watching him there, Merrick, kind of slumps down on the ground next to the bodies there. It's kind of sitting down next to the bodies.
Once you're finished picking these bodies clean, fellas, let's go up there and meet them.
Yeah, and that's what I was just going to suggest.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Yep.
And maybe next time we don't let the hermit be our public relations guy.
Okay, so we have a dwarf, a reclusive ranger, a hermit, and a. I'm thinking that the halfling is going to be our PR guy.
Wow.
Oh, but of course.
So,
I wield a rapier. It's the weapon of gentlemen.
There you go, exactly.
There you go.
Right.
I
Okay.
recommend going to him with that sheath.
So about 100 feet away as you get to the edge of the thicket here, just past where Merrick's standing, obviously off map. You guys now can see this figure kind of standing off on the side of a hill, sitting next to two kobold bodies there. You see he's kind of got his staff in his lap, and he's just kind of glancing over at the thicket of woods there where the smoke is coming out of.
Well met, sir. Thank you for dispatching these runaway
You're
stragglers.
still about 100 feet away. I mean, you're just at the edge of the thickets.
Okay.
So I didn't want to just assume you guys
Gotcha.
walked up there or whatever. So
I'm gonna hide in the bushes. Can I make a stealth check?
sure, if you want.
Alright. I don't know what my stealth is. I bet a druid doesn't have such great stealth. Oh wait, could I actually make a survival check because I'm in the woods?
Nope.
Okay, with a shot.
Okay, well, I'll stay fairly close behind.
I should have asked for advantage. Maybe that would have worked.
I'll stay plenty visible so as to not get his defenses up.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely be visible as well.
Yeah.
I'll have my longbow in my hand, but
Not going like unarmed and flat-footed, just like,
yeah,
You can always pretend I'm.
you see us.
I'm peace bonding all my weapons. Just
I can always say I'm just taking nature's call.
there you go.
All right. So the ranger and the rogue and the dwarf. What are you doing?
Well, the dwarf wants to recover the one arrow he shot during melee. Is it presumed that he recovers arrows as he goes, or do I should I just tell you each time he's going to try to do that?
You find plenty of arrows on these guys. They had some
Okay,
arrows, so
so we're good. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
And as a general rule in 5th edition, is you recover half your spent arrows, but obviously since these guys are armed with bows, we should be able to replenish all of them,
Okay.
I would
Cool.
assume.
Yeah. I'm not going to really keep track of. I'm not really going to be keeping track of arrows. So,
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, if they're magic arrows or something, obviously, yeah. But otherwise,
Okay.
just normal arrows and stuff. It's really not worth my time, trouble, and effort.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
All right, so you guys kind of leave the thicket and approach the creature that's sitting down. As you start getting, as you get about 50 feet away, you kind of see he's kind of a younger half elf. He's still got kind of a baby face. In fact, do I have a token for him? Let's see. Yes, there we are. So do you see him?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure if I didn't put him in the initiative tracker. So that's kind of what he looks like there. Oh, hang on, we got a problem with the call. Just give us a second to sync back up. I'm not sure who was dropping to make my call go wacky. I think it was Mighty Max.
Oh, I'm seeing the dots on William.
Oh yeah, it was William that bombed out on us.
Oh yeah. I see what you mean now.
There he comes back. Just takes a few seconds to resync here.
Okay. Sorry for that.
It's all right. So as you get about 50 feet away, you notice he's kind of a younger, kind of a baby-faced half-elf. You can also see that he's now has something. He seems to be like wrapping on his legs and stuff. And you notice he's got quite a few wounds on him. And as you kind of approach out of the thicket of trees towards him, he kind of puts his staff up a little bit and then kind of sees you guys approaching and then puts his staff away.
What is he wearing armor, or does he look like a mage, or?
Nope, he's wearing just cloth clothes.
Okay.
He has a belt on and a staff and a couple pouches on his belt, and that's about all he has. In fact, he's got sandals for feet on his feet as well. But like I said, as you get approach closer, you can see he's tying something on his leg right now, and as you get up to pretty close to him, you can see that he's got what looks like a pretty serious injury. His whole left side of his leg is covered in blood, and he's kind of wincing in pain. And he says, "You are not here to kill me, I hope."
Not at all.
I'm guessing he's a monk.
Who are you
You need
saying
a-
that
you
to?
need a bandage?
Are you yelling that out to them?
Hey,
I think
yeah,
he's
you
a
know what? Yeah,
monk.
he might be a priest though. I don't know. I probably shouldn't yell anything out.
From somewhere in the distant forest. Hey, he's a monk. Yeah.
I ask him if he needs a bandage.
Yeah, I've got my bandages, thank you, sir. Well, it hurts. It's a lot of pain, but I did kill these creatures.
Yeah.
Friends,
Thank you for
not friends of
handling-
yours, I hope.
No, thank you for handling those two stragglers that got away.
Ah, yes. my first action combat. Ah, my master, he's been training me all these years, and I finally got to put him to use. I've been trying to track these creatures down. I think my master is gone with them. I think they captured him from the city.
City.
They take him. Yes.
Are you
Now,
are you after the cult of the dragon?
Yeah. He was searching for the dragon creatures. He sent me to Rumish and to pick up some supplies. And just as I got back to the village last night, uh, death and destruction everywhere. I tried to search my master out, but he was not there. I have a feeling he was captured and taken away.
I offer him a good berry. I go, here.
You're a
This-
hundred
this
meter.
is
You're
your
100 feet away.
I am.
Oh, I thought we got up closer.
We
sorry,
did.
no, we got closer, but he said
Oh,
he was
we
not
did.
getting closer.
Oh,
I'm gonna walk up to
sorry.
him and offer him a good berry.
Ah. Okay.
But I have my hand outstretched. And I eat one, so he knows that it's safe.
All right. He takes it graciously. Thanks you for the offering. He says a little prayer, kind of puts his hands together, mumbles something very softly, and then takes the good berry and eats it, regaining a little bit of strength. Oh, he says, yes. I decided to track them down and see if I could find my master. He would have left signs. I know he would try to escape, and I was going to help him. But unfortunately, my training is not so good. I'm just a lad. Oh, if I was only 30 years older, I could hunt them.
One versus this many is going to end up resulting in death. We've seen that already in Greenest.
Hmm. So who is this master of yours?
My master?
Mhm.
Leosin is his name. Leosin.
Is that with an L or an N? Neosin?
I will spell it for you if you're asking him to spell it.
Well, I just want to make a note so I don't forget who we're talking about. Okay. Yeah. Do you mean N or L? Sorry. I got my pen
To start.
Let me type for you. If you give me just a second here, I've got
Sure.
too many windows open. I need to close some of them. I was also going to get it. There it is. Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to be tedious, but it'll help me because 2 weeks from now I'll have no memory of.
I understand completely.
There
So
we go.
that's
Thank you.
Leosin, and since I'm like terrible with names, I don't usually like calling out last names, but I spelled it out for you there. So yes, he's been studying dragon creatures and sending messages different areas around some of the cities and getting information. And I think he planned to be here when they attacked. So I'm not sure what he was up to, but he was probably captured and taken away by these savages. He was not there, and there was no sign of struggle. I don't know. He's a very wise man, but he's much wiser than me.
Oh, if you say he was going to different cities and keeping an eye on them, maybe he purposely got caught to get more information.
Oh,
That's an
that
interesting idea.
is a possibility. I don't have any idea what he would be doing with them. I don't understand. My master makes me think maybe he's up to no good, but he's got such a kind heart. He's got such a love and desire for all things good. I can't imagine him being involved with evil creatures and doing something against the gods.
Well,
What's your name?
My name is, I'm spelling it for you here.
Thank you.
So he tells you his name is Corell. I am Corell.
I'm Balinor. Nice to meet you.
Yes, very, very nice to meet you. All of you, thank you so much. If you could just give me a day or so to rest, I would help you go up and find my master. Or maybe you could stay here and rest with me for a day or two until I regain my strength. You can see even though he's been healed, he's still got pretty nasty wounds from his fight. And
May take more than a day or two for you to heal. I would suggest you head back to the town, and we will keep an eye out for your master. If we see him, we'll send him back.
No, I can't put this task upon you. I must retrieve my master myself. My master will know me. He will know only of me, and he will know I'm here to help him. He will see you and he won't know who you are. He won't trust you. He will think you're infiltrators trying to find out why he's there, what he's doing.
And we'll knock him out and bring him back to you.
No, don't hurt my master. For I will have to hurt you then. He kind of balls his fist up, gives you like a whoosh, karate chop in the air.
You've seen the trails that these. You've seen the trail that this group of people left, and monsters and cultists left behind them. There's a couple of hundred of these people. We're not going to go and attack them because we are vastly outnumbered. We're going to go and look for information ourselves. So right down this little gully, these cultists were making a campsite. The good news is the humans were cooking the food, so that shouldn't be that bad of food. Go rest up there and head back to Greenest, and we'll go and try and get more information. And we'll come back for you before we try and do anything crazy.
All right. Why don't you give me a diplomacy check there, Mr. Talkie?
Persuasion?
Is that what they call it nowadays?
I believe.
I wish they would
Yes.
just, I wish they would just decide what to call their skills and just,
Just leave him
Not
that way.
just-
Yeah.
leave them
Yeah.
that way. Why do they, every edition, they want to go and switch the skill names?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Reluctantly, he says, he tries to stand up, using his staff and takes a few steps and kind of stumbles a little bit and, stupid creatures! I could be over there. I could help my master. I know it. Shoot. All right. Well, here, and he holds his staff out and says, "Take this. My master will see this. He'll know it's mine. He will know you have talked to me. He will know you are good. He will listen to you. Otherwise, he will not listen to you. Take my staff."
Now, wait a minute. Will he think that we killed you and got that staff? Will he know you gave it freely?
He will know I gave it freely.
Okay. I look over the corpses of these two kobolds and see if they have any money and hand it to him so that he can get better healing and rest and care.
He's already been
Okay.
searched through their
Gotcha.
bodies and stuff, and
Gotcha.
looks like he's got a few of their items kind of piled up in a little
Cool.
stack next to him there. In fact, he, as you mentioned that, he's like, if there's anything here you want, take it.
Well, I also tell him we didn't have the room to pick up some of the trinkets that were on the kobolds near the campsite, but the people in Greenest would love to have some of their trinkets back if you could.
I will do it. Where the camp is in, where the fire, the smoke is.
Right.
I will head there at once. And thank you so much. I hope to see you in a day or two back in Greenish. alive and
Thank you
well.
for your help.
All right, so he kind of starts stumbling off into the distance. Who's taking the staff?
Well,
Uh,
I already, I already have one. Does it look nicer than mine?
It's basically a wood staff, and on the end of one of the one of the ends of it, it's got two gold, about 1 inch wide bands, kind of inlaid in the staff, and on the other end, it's got a pretty nice carving on it.
Okay, I'll take it. It's better than
cool.
my stick. Mine's just like a limb off of a tree. So.
Yeah. So if we meet this guy after doing battle, he may see how I do battle and not find me very trustworthy. So if that's in someone else's hands, he may be believable that we did get this of Corell's own free will.
That's true.
Oh, he comes limping back. Wait,
Go, sit
I
down.
forgot. Earlier today, an hour ago, big band of creatures come by, and
Yes, that's
maybe 20, 30 of them, and they split into two groups. One went to the left, one went to the right. They had uniforms on, and they talked very, what's the word I'm looking for? With high praise for evil creatures and just foulness and what a success the encounter was in Greenish and everything. And I hid in the bushes when they came by, and I heard them speak. They said they were going to lay waste up in the rocky crag up the path there, and he kind of points up a couple of hills about a mile or two away, where the rocks come. He says, "I would be careful when you get to that area. They might be still there."
What did the uniforms look like?
Oh, black leather with different symbols on them. They look like an army. All the uniforms look the same.
They were black. What? And they were speaking common.
They were speaking common, and they were also speaking draconic.
Mm-hmm.
And you said they split up?
They split up. Some went to the direction he was pointing was kind of the southeast. He said some went to the southeast and some went to the southwest. And kind of points to another direction that kind of goes off to the southwest and the area over that way.
And where's Greenish from here?
Greenish is towards your northwest.
Okay.
You've been traveling basically. If we
Right, we were heading
let me
south.
bring up the map just to refresh everyone's memory here. Where is our map? Sword Coast. There we are. All right. So I will share it again in case you've lost that. Oop. Gotta scroll down here to the bottom. At the very bottom is where Greenish is. You were kind of had this encounter down there at the bottom where the circle is. He kind of points in this direction. One band went, and the other band headed in this direction.
Which one of those two splits is further off of the main line? Because they had wagons and everything. It was not hard to track them so far, because it was just a massive amount of them.
You see most of the path heading to the southeast, towards the big hills there coming up towards the edge of the map, kind of towards the bottom there.
I say we start headed for the small group that kind of splintered off to the southwest and see what they're up to.
I'll go with that.
You don't see a very good trail, just a few creatures.
That's true. It'll be a much harder path to follow.
We have a
Do
ranger.
we want to
though,
follow
don't
the
we?
army, or do we want to follow the kobolds and all that we were originally following? Does this army look like it's following, heading toward the group that we were originally following in any way, or?
Yeah, what? Wait a minute. Aren't we supposed to be? We're supposed to be recovering something or someone. I mean, other than the Leos and Erlenthar, wasn't there? What else were we recovering?
No, he just
Just
wondered why
information.
they were attacking.
Yeah,
I think we're
the
just
mayor was
trying
kind of just questioning why they would be coming there. You know, are they going to be coming back? Were they looking for something? Just kind of trying to get information about why Greenish was attacked. Basically, track them down and see if you can find out how many prisoners were taken, where they're located. Anything you can, but come back alive this time.
Oh, sure.
Uh,
Now, what's the stipulation?
And not to distract what's going on here, but I don't know if you watched Thursday night's adventure. They had the same thing that you guys experienced last week, but when the mayor said no, you not go out, only one of you, the only one went out.
I
I'm
feel
guessing there were
maybe the
fewer
mayor had a
deaths.
bit more emphasis this week, but still, yeah, on that
In
one.
fact,
but
the mayor
still.
even says, "I have premonition. If you all go out, you all die. So no go. Only one go. He wants to fight just one of you."
Well, I mean, it kind of sounds to me like maybe the guys with the uniforms might be part of the dragon cult, which would probably be sort of orchestrating the whole thing. And so, if we were to follow the smaller group and we put ourselves in a position where we can interrogate one of those people, we might actually get some information.
Yeah.
Not that that's the only way to go, but I'd rather, I think, face that, 10 or 20, whatever, than to face, 2 or 300, you know what I mean? So I don't know, it's just a thought.
Plus, I have a feeling he would have mentioned a dragon-looking humanoid being with one of those two groups if they were one of those two groups. And we know that big group happens to have that guy. So,
Yeah, that's a good point.
does the symbol that he described on their black leather kind of seem similar to the symbols that we saw the cultists wearing?
No, not really.
Okay.
The cultists weren't like wearing. They're just basically the cultists that were in the token and everything were just representations of people.
Gotcha.
Like regular Joe human that has been, has a certain belief or following, so sort
Gotcha.
of say. But they didn't wear anything specific. They didn't dress a certain way. They had different equipment on. They weren't like an organized.
They weren't an organized military like these two groups appear to be.
Yes.
They were speaking Draconic, apparently, at least according to our monk friend. So that would seem to be a connection.
Yeah, with all the kobolds and the dragonborn thingy. Hermit, how well do you know woods and can track someone traveling through them? Or just even a small band?
Sorry, what was that question again?
I'm asking Zev?
Zev, yeah.
Yeah, how good he is at tracking a group of people going through the forest. It would be 10 to 20, like he said.
Well,
So if we're not going to be following the main path, we'll probably
No, he
have
said
to
there
try
was.
and keep up.
Said there was 20, and they split up into two groups. So
I
there's.
have never,
okay.
I have never had need of tracking. I know these forests like the back of my hand. If you would like me to lead you to a certain location, I can do that.
well,
But I do
if
not.
you
I
wish,
do not
I
hunt
can.
animals.
Tracking is the thing that I'm pretty good at.
Oh, really? I forgot we have a ranger on our hands. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, if you want to follow them, I can.
I'd rather go after the group that split off further away from the main group in case if we make enough racket, the main group doesn't also get involved.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming the monk is kind of still there because he had to come back and give you this information, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Corell says, "You, if you go after them, you won't be rescuing my master."
No,
Exactly.
we told you we weren't going to rescue your master without you with us. We're going to try and get better information and then come back to Greenest.
He's not happy.
Yeah,
He's not happy.
you insisted that we not go without you. We may try and contact him with your
Yes,
staff.
wait for me to go. You said you were going right away, but it's
Yeah,
your
I thought we were
choice to
going
go
right
or
away
not
too.
go.
If we make contact, we'll use the staff and be able to talk with them, but we're not going to try and do anything crazy without you around.
We'll share the craziness.
Right.
I'm gonna hoard all the craziness.
Would be way outnumbered, so trying anything would be crazy if we're that outnumbered. So we'll allow you to
Well,
join in.
Well, does he
I'm
think that?
thinking that. Sorry, the the party of kobolds and dragon creatures and all that is probably camped fairly. I mean, I'm assuming we'll run into them fairly soon. Either because they're a large group moving, the larger the group, the slower it moves. Why don't we try to get to there first and just scout them? I mean, that's all we're doing anyway, is just scouting. We're not going to invade the. I would like to see if they're camping somewhere or if they're still moving, and then I can find the trail of this army if we have to.
I see your point.
So let's see where the kobolds and the this half dragon guy is, because I wouldn't mind sinking a couple arrows into him at some point.
Oh God.
3 or 4 dozen. I said at some point. I'm not saying right now.
Wait. What is your character flaw? That's what I want to know.
I make friends very slowly.
Okay.
Okay, so that's not instant death in an encounter. That's good.
Exactly.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so
well,
yeah,
I
he
mean-
Coral now kind of stumbles away back towards the fire and back in the thicket of trees and heads
And
back
besides,
in that
Quirrell's master
general direction.
Quirrell's master gives us another reason to scout out this
That's correct.
band and at least see what they're up to. I mean, if they're moving, great. If they're moving away from this area, even better. If they're camping nearby, then I would like to know that, because they may come back for seconds.
Right.
That's just my opinion, but
Sounds good.
All right, so which way are you headed then?
Show me who to chop with an axe. That's what I'm interested in.
wherever the most traveled path was.
Okay, the most traveled path, the big
we're following
path
the
that
big
we're
group
headed,
southeast.
is kind of still headed southeast towards that rocky crag in the hillside, about a mile up the way there.
Okay. Ooh,
He told us to watch out at that rocky crag.
yes.
Yeah.
Thinking the same thing.
All right, so you're going to head that way and continue moving through the grasslands and head towards that rocky crag. As you start doing that, you get about another half mile or so away. You can see that kind of the hill goes up. You can see kind of a path going through some rocky croppings there. And why don't you give me a perception check there?
Everybody or just the ranger?
No, everybody.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's all we got. That's right. Duh. All right. So as you start getting towards the bottom of the hill there, you notice some ledges and stuff, and you see some kind of pathways that are moving through this rocky outcrop, and you start slowly and surely making your way through it, and you get about I would say 50 to 80 feet kind of into it, and just up ahead you hear some sounds um, coming out
Okay.
of
I'll signal everybody to stop.
um, is this it? No, that's not it. What is it called? No. I should really learn to. There we go. Alright. Alrighty. Whoop. Nope, nope. Alrighty. Alright. Gotta reposition you guys here. Obviously, you're gonna stand out in the open there. Alright. There we are.
We can close that other combat map, right? So
You
we're not going
can,
back
yes,
there.
you can close that, sure.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty. So you hear some noise kind of coming up from the rocky crag up in front of you there. And you see, you can smell off in the distance, or hear off in the distance, a little campfire going as well, as you're headed up into this little rocky crag. So, what do you guys want to do?
Sneak past.
Okay. Do they see us, or are they ready for us?
They seem to be, they're kind of standing at attention. You see them kind of, at the ready. They're not just sitting around taking naps and stuff. You can see that they're definitely poised and ready for action.
Is everyone's map
Sorry,
loaded
I'm just
yet?
still waiting for the. No, mine's not loaded yet. So I'm kind of killing time until it loads.
Should load.
Yeah, it says loading.
It's still
so
saying loading. It may just be a big file.
Yeah, it probably
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It's pretty detailed map, so probably what it's waiting on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to say what my position is until.
All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and bring this episode to a close where our party gets the information, and that way we can pick it up here at the start of the combat or whatever's going to happen here. And we'll see you next episode for our Tuesday night 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons Horde of the Dragon Queen here in Fantasy Grounds. So we'll see you next episode, folks. Thanks for watching.